It's not just money, however much sometimes you think that's the way it is. It's also people. And people, this is some of our staff at a recent away day. We've now got over 25 professional ecologists. We've got, in that photograph, 2 people who've finished KTPs who now work for us. We've got 2 people who are also currently doing KTPs who will work for us when they're finished. Of the 5 KTPs altogether, only 1 of them won't be working for us simply because we only needed that support for a 2-year period. The others are very much programmed in as part of our company's development. And it's not just the KTPs themselves. We've now got contacts with Warwick Business School. They need an SME as a place to use their students to have as a case study. And they think, oh, let's just go to Middlemarch. So we've had Warwick Business School MBA students come to us wanting little projects to do. And we've had huge, fantastic resource to develop things we had no idea we could ever get developed for free. It's like fantastic. And so if you're like, how do you get Warwick MBA students to come and help you for nothing? Well, this is the way. So lots of individual, personal benefits out of it. So clients are happy with what we do because the KTPs give us these innovative projects, these innovative products that help us to get more business. The environment obviously helps because that's what we're about as a business. And there's lots of direct impact, lots of indirect impacts too. And finally, from a CSR point of view, we're giving back 5% of our turnover to our parent charity. And so this year we've given back $180,000 to Warwickshire Wildlife Trust, who say thank you very much, because that allows Warwickshire Wildlife Trust to do things it could not do otherwise, including all of this environmental education stuff, as you see on this image here. And many of our clients like that too, because they know that in supporting us, not only are they getting a good commercial deal and a good ecological service, but they're also having that bottom line benefit, or the CSR benefit, that comes out of all of those things. And so in a nutshell, I hope that gives you a flavour of why KTPs have worked for us. It's not just the cash in the top left-hand corner, it's not just the people, it's not just the environment and the clients in the bottom left, or the CSR benefit, but it is all of them. And all of them have made a huge difference to us that we couldn't have done. We could have done a bit without it, but we couldn't have done anything like as much as we have done with it. And so those of you who have not done KTPs, it's an opportunity. I hope in the audience there aren't any other ecological consultancies, because it has seriously been part of our cutting edge that's made us ahead of the competition. And those of you that are in a commercial area that want to be ahead of the competition, I think this is a seriously good way of doing it.
Just a couple of questions. Having had so much experience of KTP, what would you say would be the key impacts in the company? In other words, the differential from doing knowledge acquisition other ways?
I think one of the, I guess I have to stand here, otherwise you don't hear it. One of the key things for us has been that it brings a closer working relationship with the academic institute, and it also brings a discipline. The KTP process requires you have meetings every 3 months, so you can't just start a project and then kind of let it wander in different places. It does have a discipline of its own, and you have to meet that discipline. And the benefit of that is that the associate themselves develops themselves professionally with all of the training in the system, and that has a huge benefit. And the knock-on benefit is everyone else in the business kind of sees how business management processes work. So even the ones that hadn't seen it before begin to see the benefits of how the whole thing works.
Thank you. And if you were to give advice to people here, maybe companies here, thinking about using KTP for the first time, what advice would you give them about identifying the best assistance or best input they could get from a KTP partnership for their company?
Well, that's a more interesting one. It depends how well you know any of your local academic organisations. If you don't know any of them, go to the nearest one and talk to their KTP advisor, I would think, is the best way. With Warwick Business School, our last case, we very much didn't know who was the expert at Warwick Business School. So we went to the KTP office. They found the small business advisor, the small business specialist, who is a lady called Margie Levy, who is she's written books on why small businesses go bust. And we thought, hey, we should talk to her, because if she can advise us, if she knows what the problems are, she can help us better develop our own internal systems to stop businesses going bust. And she was found through the KTP process, and we could never have found her any other way. So it's really good to make that connection, either by yourself knowing somebody, or by yourself going to the KTP office and then finding somebody.